All right. Welcome back to Create Together, where we will look through the student submissions and maybe create some stuff together. Let's see. Let's see what they send in. Let me open it up real quick here. Submissions. Les submissiones. All right, here we go. So we got something Wasim here. Started a new project for fun, started as an experiment, but I decided to make it a whole 45-second animation of war when I found the perfect song for it. So far I only created the environment theme and the soldiers, tank animation, and there's an image render, raw, since I didn't create a camera animation yet. I'm gonna be using this angle. Would love to join the call and go in detail about what I can improve and what I'm finding difficult with. All right. Okay, see, so Wasim, are you already here? Oh yeah, you are here. All right, yeah, thanks for letting me know that I'm muted on Discord. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I see, so this is very early still in your process then, right? Do you want to unmute yourself so we can talk about it?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Nice. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining again.
Wait, I lagged. Hello? Oh, I think I can hear you now.
Yes, I think you should be able to hear me.
All right. Do you want me to give some context?
Yeah, I guess I'm mainly interested in how far you are with the process right now. Like how much did you invest in this already?
I think I actually spent a lot of time because, I guess few days. It started as an experiment. It's in my old laptop. I had these two soldiers animated, and then I had a tank with them. But then I realized it was way too heavy for my old GPU. So I decided to see if it works obviously it will work in my new PC. And then it worked, and then I kept adding stuff, and I was just doing a render image, but then I decided to make it an animation. So right now I'd say I invested 5 days in it. So I have the tank animated, it's interacting with the ground. I have the soldiers animated, they're all walking, but also aiming at different spots in the buildings. I have a lot of buildings set up. I added even more buildings for depth, because this angle doesn't show much. I kind of shows this angle in the early stage. Right now I don't use this angle, and I'm creating my first camera animation. But in this image you can see, I guess, the light. You can see the ground, which is the hardest part, I guess, because making ground look realistic is really hard. So I have a lot of particle systems on it. I tried creating depth by adding puddles and sculpting and stuff like that. I also added simulations. So there's fog, and there's also ground fog with inversion. So it's moving towards them. How sandstorms move. So
it's coming in from the left.
Yes. I guess you can see it in the main image, but you can see the ground fog. I guess you can see a bit of it. It's not very high on density. But yeah, that's pretty much it. After this image, I just worked on the camera animation. I tried to optimize a bit, organize my project, because it was really heavy. I couldn't even move in the shading viewport, so I knew something was wrong. Because these pictures they're very high poly. Everything is high poly, probably.
If you have some volume animations there, volume animations 3DBs, they very rarely play back in the viewport, right? It's very
no, they don't. I have to disable them completely to even play back. Otherwise it will be 0 FPS or something.
Yeah. That's too bad. Really. I wish we could do that. But yeah, in general, I think here I can definitely see. Well, it feels like the focus is a little bit hard to get to the tank and the soldiers, right?
I think the focus right now is on the soldier that's on the middle. So the empty that I chose as focus is the guy, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when looking at this picture, the focus for me, it pulls me directly to kind of this part here, right? Because we have a lot of contrast here with the light shining on there. And
definitely.
I can definitely see some sort of geometry happening here. So this is definitely for me the first focus that comes naturally.
Yeah.
So something I could if you want to focus more on the center, on the tank and the guys, something I can imagine is what could also be interesting to play with the whole silhouette by making the background brighter than the foreground, right? But for that, you would need to basically have all this background being lit by the sun, and maybe like one or two little stripes of sunlight come through and shine onto the tank and the people. But that could be an interesting image where you basically have like the inversion, right? Like usually you want the foreground to be more better lit.
Yeah.
But it could also be interesting since this is like a war scenario, so something that is maybe a bit more dramatic, like to use the machinery, the weaponry, the soldiers to be more in the shadow, right? Like to be maybe that has like some like
Yeah.
subconscious meaning too, where it feels like they are operating behind scenes or something, you know?
Yeah, no, I think the camera angle is pretty bad on this one. Like it was, I said it before I kind of added anything, and then I just because, like I said, it was originally gonna be like a image render, so I didn't have in mind anything like, and I didn't even add the solders yet when I made the camera, and then I just didn't adjust because I just wanted to see everything, you know. I wanted to see how the
Yeah.
buildings look and how the ground looks. So it's more of a showcasing everything because this angle shows me almost all the details, like the ground, the buildings. I just wanted to see. I'm mostly using an HDRI for the light, so the sun that's coming on the building is an HDRI. I rotated it so that it hits the soldiers from the top left, I guess. So there is like a contrast. So if you look at the right, there is no light, and then there is a reflection on the left. But you're completely right on this, I think. Like this shot, when you look at this, especially with the light, you will focus on the building for sure.
Yeah,
That's
right now
definitely something.
definitely. I wanted to
Yeah.
try something out to like use Stable Diffusion to like give us some lighting ideas. Let's see if that works.
Oh, I never used any of these AI tools. So excited. Is there an AI tool that gives you ideas for like camera movements? Is that like
Camera movements. I mean, for camera movements, you could definitely try using Dream Machine or something like that. We can try that out first too. Let's see. Luma AI, Luma Labs AI. We could try that.
send the project for? But if I pack it, it's like 40 gigabytes.
Actually, I think let's try the lighting first because like then adding lighting to the already animated. No wait, having animation
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
already
yeah.
lit shot would also probably make more sense. So yeah, let's try
Yeah.
out if we can pull that off. And the cool thing is also we should be able to just like kind of like paint in our ideas of lighting and like have that being kind of like used by the AI to work with. So let's try that out. So first of all, we're going to add some. Wait, we're going to use cinematic photo, yeah, from Stable Diffusion XL. We're going to use these control passes. How is this called again? Control layer. Yes, yes. So we're gonna create a soft edge. Oh, it's not supported by XL. Okay, let's create a canny edge. Yeah, there we go. Let's create that. Oh, you're working in 16-bit. I see. I need to step that down. Space 8-bit. Yep. And now it should be possible. Hello. Yes. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Killua Road. Sorry that I'm not that often here the last days. I'm super busy at the moment, but we'll rewatch all the sessions. Oh man, yeah, definitely check out the stuff that we made the last days. There was some cool stuff in there, especially the interview with Cody. I'm not super sure if you were there for that, but that was really, really interesting. I think we came to a lot of interesting conclusions through that interview. Actually, let me quickly check what the resolution of this is. Maybe it makes sense to like work on a lower resolution and then upscale it afterwards. Oh, no, it's not that high. Okay, let's work with this. Wait, this is not what I wanted. I wanted the canny edge layer.
You're thinking of like reversing the light, so it's more like the foreground is more lit and the background is darker. Is that the idea, or?
I mean, that's what you would usually do, but I think in this scenario, the other way could be interesting, where the background is very bright, And the foreground is kind of like dim, so we only see a silhouette of the foreground for the most part. Maybe like one or two
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
slices
Now
of
I
light
understand
over
what you
it.
mean. Yeah, now I think of a reference of what you mean.
Nice, nice. This doesn't... Okay, wait. Something is not working here right now. You just create a new project. Oh, there was a runtime error. Okay, let me restart. Krita then.
Also, like this project, I started a year ago when I had my old laptop. So I started that I think in Blender 3.6, and now I think I have to finish it in 3.6. So one of the issues is when I like add fake lights, they have the reflections that's hitting the floor. Like I don't have the light relinking or whatever it's called. Um, it's harder to add fake lights.
Is that a new feature?
I think, yeah. Unless there is something on 3.6 that I don't know how to do, because when I add fake lights, the problem is you can see the source of the light. I'm not sure if that's something you can um
Oh, really?
remove. Yeah, like if, for example, imagine the solder, you add an area light, for
Yeah.
example, on the right, then you'd see the reflection of the area light on the floor, like you'd see a square on the floor,
Ah,
kind of.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's... Yeah. You can, I mean, yeah, you can disable the like in Blender, you can disable that you want to see the reflections of specific lights, right? Like, where is it? For example, like all these settings, like this ray visibility. Like if you don't want the light to be visible in the reflection, you have to disable glossy. But that also means that it won't affect any kind of like glossy reflections. So yeah, I think you
Yeah,
gotta just work a little bit with the position of the light and these kind of like visibilities here to like make it still do what you want it to do, but not be too visible.
yeah, let's see.
Oh wait, are you talking about the light linking? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think
Ah,
it doesn't exist in 3.6.
yeah, you're right. The light linking is a very new feature. Right, let's go. Okay, Kenny Edge. Yeah, let's generate it. Okay, now it's working, but this is not that useful. So let's see, what else do we have? Soft Edge. Too bad that Soft Edge doesn't work. Okay, let's generate the depth map here. I'm just basically trying to like get all the kind of like different control layers, so we keep the shape and like all your composition stuff. We can just like work on different lighting ideas. So that
Yeah.
looks good. The depth here looks pretty good. What else can we get? The normal. Oh, it's also not supported by XL. Too bad, too bad. Stencil. Blur. It's almost Scribble. Okay, let's see what Scribble does. That doesn't seem so useful. Image. That should be definitely useful. Okay, let's just use image then, yeah. Okay, so let's try I'm just gonna try was scene soldiers around a tank pushing through a sandstorm, sun lighting up the background, tank and soldiers as silhouettes against the background buildings. Okay, let's see what we get with that information. I'm gonna just leave this at 100% for now. Let's see. So basically this image control layer, how I understand it is it kind of like it converts the image into text, right? Because like what we do here with most of the time with image generation is we generate an image from a text, but it can also go the other way around where it generates the description of image from the image, right?
Yeah.
And if you do that, it basically just gives it just adds to your prompt kind of what it sees in here, so you don't have to describe everything in specific detail. Okay, let's see what we get. All right, this is
Oh wow, that's
this is pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah.
This is I guess what I kind of meant, like where like it really pops out as silhouettes, and you have like a little bit of highlight on the tank and on the soldiers, but they really, yeah, this really feels like the background is brighter than the foreground, right? So it really feels like you look at silhouettes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is amazing. Yeah, for this angle, definitely this looks way better. Lighting wise, it's just way better.
I mean, the interesting thing is it's much less detailed, right? But it kind of like makes sense in this scenario where you have a lot of sand in the air, right? Like you don't.
Yeah,
you
it
lose
also
a
makes
lot
the
of
ground look
detail.
better, I think. I think it also makes the ground look way better.
Yeah. Something else we could try is by using like the strength slider here. Basically, strength 100 means the AI is it's basically the noise that's laid on top of the image, right? If it's 100%, the AI starts with complete noise, but if you pull it lower, the noise is like half opaque, right? So it already has some information from the original image. So let's just try the same one, but with 50%.
Yeah, and the only downside is it completely removed the buildings behind, so we can't really see how the buildings will look like.
Yeah,
Because of that
I
just
think with like lowering the strength here, it should keep a little bit more of the buildings in. We will see. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Gave it a
Yeah.
little bit more in there. But it's kind of like the lighting is not that nice anymore now.
Yeah, here it's. I think that picture is the best one.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good reference. I think this one's really a nice reference for lighting. I feel it's really good. This one also, yeah, this one's also really cool. Okay, let's try something else. I'm gonna switch to Stable Diffusion 1.5 because then we can use the Canny Edges control layer, and I felt like with Canny Edges you get, was it Canny Edges? Oh no, it was Soft Edges, I think. With that you get much more of the original image idea. So let's see what happens. Yeah, like now you can see like it generated this kind of like map, and you have like all those like building structures in the background, and you have like kind of like the outlines of the windows. So
Yeah.
let's see if we use this, like if it's closer to your original. So this is using Stable Diffusion 1.5 now, so it could be that the lighting and everything looks a little bit less detailed, but maybe we could just get closer to what we actually want. Okay, I mean, it definitely looks much less realistic,
Mm-hmm.
and it used your image a lot. Maybe we need to turn off the image influence for this one a bit more. Yeah, because basically, I mean, yeah, this time it really basically copied your setup. It just added a little bit of detail. Yeah, this is too much influence. Okay, I disabled the image influence to 0 now. Let's see what happens if we do that. But you see, like because of the soft edges thing, we have like the outlines of your setup much more correct. Oh, this lighting here is really nice too.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
What the hell? They even had the sun simulation on the tank. That's crazy.
What is that?
The sun simulation on the tank,
Oh, yeah.
on the wheels of the tank.
Yeah.
That's
The
a
sun,
nice
like, being
detail.
kicked up. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, this one This one actually looks really cool, very readable. Like it's got a very different vibe, right? Like the one than
Yeah,
the
it's
ones we
different.
have here.
Yeah.
But I think but it really depends, I guess, like because these look like almost realistic pictures, right? Like pictures being taken, and this looks more like a stylized artwork.
Yeah.
That's I guess it depends on what direction you want to go into. But yeah, these two are definitely my favorite up to this point.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I completely changed the angle, so it's now looking from the front a bit, front of the tank. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna use lights. I might have to rotate it a bit. Maybe it's not set up correctly, the HDRI right now. Maybe I have to rotate it a little more. Like maybe right now it's just not ideal.
Yeah,
Mm.
well, you can play around with that later. Um, I would like to try out to like kind of direct the light a little bit more ourselves by putting the strength a little bit lower here, and then basically painting in our idea of the light. Let's see if we can do that. Usually you do that with a burn and lighting tool, but I'm not sure if Krita has that. Burn. No, I don't think it's got that. I mean, we can still do that with normal pencils, yeah? Let's just try it, I guess. Let's add a new layer, and that one should be... this one we'll use to burn, so make it brighter. Let's see, does it work? Yeah, this one... Burn... Oh, do it like this? No. Screen... Why doesn't it do anything? Hello? Is this here? Gradient? That's weird. Screen. Oh, here we go. Okay. Wait, so delete this and I switch this to screen. Okay. And burn. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so we need a new layer. And that one should be screen, so it's brighter. Normal. Yeah, I think this way it should work. Yeah, okay, let's just try it, I guess. Can pull down the opacity. Kind of like I want to try to like see if the idea of just making the background bright works. So I'm just gonna try to like paint the background brighter here.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's working. Maybe it's a better. That's a better like addition mode here. Soft light, screen. Oh, overlay. Overlay works pretty well. Yeah. Okay. Maybe even like having the foreground here be brighter, so we only have the midground. See if that works. Okay, let's see if that works. And then we have 50% strength here. Let's maybe like have a little bit less, 70%, and generate that. You can also try it then again without soft edges and Stable Diffusion XL to see if it looks any different. Yeah, it definitely worked. Like it definitely made the left wall here
Yeah.
much brighter. Yeah. Yeah, kinda, yeah, I guess this is kind of the direction. Yeah, cool. The cool thing is you can even change colors of objects. Let me show you. So if we did this, I guess like half the power, since we're already using. Wait, actually, let's do full way. I want to try something out. If we add a new layer and we just kind of paint the colors in that we want for the objects, so like kind of recolor them. I want to see if that works. Do I have a color wheel somewhere? Painting. Yeah, here. So I want the tank to be green. So I'm just painting over a tank very roughly in green.
Mm.
Let's see if that works. So I'm doing that. And then I want the soldiers to be in red. So I'm painting over the soldiers in red. Yeah, kind of like that. Okay, maybe I want some like blue elements in the background. Maybe these windows could be blue. Just trying out this idea if it actually works or not. Okay. So like that. Yeah, it goes back to them. So we've got no strength, like full strength, like full influence of the image. Yeah, let's just see what happens.
Mm.
Oh, wait. Okay, no, this doesn't work.
I think, yeah, I think we need.
Halfway. Basically didn't do anything. It
think-
made it look like it's glowing.
Maybe it should be 100, I guess.
With 100 we won't get any of what we painted, so maybe like
Oh.
let's try 90. If it's at 100, it will like purely go off the settings in here. Like it will not use whatever's in the viewport. If we kind of wanted to use that. Oh, is there actually a control layer that can change color? Normal. Nah.
Oh, I think. Oh,
But we don't have the color now. What's a good value for that? Let's try 80%. It's not really working that well. I guess you would need to be more precise to make it work well. But yeah, we can try adding some camera moves now to the images we generated.
yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's this one. Yeah, I'll export these four here. Export. Download. Or 6, 1. Two. Three. And 4. Alright, yeah, then we open up the Dream Machine. And we put them in there. Okay, let's try with this one first. Alright, what do you want it to happen? Like, what kind of camera move or action do you want in these
I mean,
images?
I'm not gonna use this angle, but because you're gonna show me, I'm probably gonna use it for the other angles. But I guess the idea of this angle was just it going left. I guess it's following the troop. So I guess it's a
Telling
slow camera movement, you know. So it's like following the troop. It's a bit shaky.
troops moving. What I like to do is always like do one version with a prompt and one without a prompt, right? To just like see some random stuff AI comes up with, and then just like see what happened if we got a bit more of what we want. Tank and troops moving to the left. Camera slowly sliding.
I guess.
Following? Okay. Following
Maybe.
them. Sandstorm. And anything else? Like gunfire or anything?
No, I guess for this, no gunfire.
Okay. Sandstorm blowing in the other direction. Okay, let's submit that, and then I'll submit it again without a prompt. Okay, and then next, do you want... we can use the same prompt on all of these, or do you want to try out different things for different pictures?
And I guess we can put another picture and then see what he comes up with, like randomly, like you said.
Yeah.
So without prompt.
Yeah. Yeah, just put all those other images in without prompt. And then we will see what happens. Yeah, definitely like to it's cool to get the inspiration from here, especially when I mean, yeah, like it kind of like did what I suggested it with like having the background brighter and the foreground darker. And it's really cool to like so quickly see a visual representation of those ideas.
Yeah. And he does that in such quality as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this probably looks better than my render. Like even if I try to make my render look like this, it's probably gonna be really hard. He just adds a lot of details, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Like there's just so much detail, but like just use it as reference, right? Like just try to get as close to this as possible, and then you can add your own spices and your own movements to it.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna add your prompt to this image here too, because this one is a bit more different. So I want to see if what it does with that prompt here.
If you're working on the same scene, like you're not working on a different scene, they're in the same place, they're with the like near the same buildings, and you're gonna make a long animation. And your light is 80% HDRI? Do you rotate your HDRI every time, like in every different cinematic? Or would that not make sense and not like make it not realistic? Because if you focus enough, you can see that the light reflections are moving on the building, so you realize that the HDRI is getting rotated. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
imagine if you do a close up of the soldier, but you want the light to be slightly on the edge or something, so you want to rotate the HDRI more. But if someone focuses more on the background, he can see that I rotated it, so it changed drastically.
Yeah, no, I think it really depends on how you want it to feel like, because like there's also a lot of like documentary style filmmaking, right? Like especially this stuff. I don't remember his name, but the guy who made Section 8, how is it called again? The alien movie where they landed on Earth and they like live in a slum. District 9. District 9, I mean.
Oh yeah, I know.
So,
And
yeah.
watched, I think.
So District 9 is like really realistic, almost documentary style, and there the light is very messy. Like I really feel like when you look at some pictures from there, it's like it is definitely directed, but still it feels very messy. So I feel like if you go for a style like that, like having the same sun direction and it's not like looking super nicely lit all the time, I think it makes it also feel more realistic.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I'm trying to go for realism as much as I can in this project.
yeah, I mean, and then I would for to like begin with it, just should suggest to like get it looking very realistically from all angles, right? So like, yeah, to just try to not direct it too much, right? Like try to make the sun and light behave correct, and then just like see how it looks from the different angles. It can happen that it looks that like things can fall apart a little bit from depending on the shots. But yeah, you can definitely like when looking at these images, I definitely feel like it feels very messy, right? Like it doesn't feel super clear
Yeah.
on where you're looking. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously the alien takes a lot of attention because like it just looks like an alien, so we're interested in it. But like the guy, he also doesn't pop out super clearly off the image. I feel like the stuff that makes him pop out clearest is the shadow actually on the clear floor. So we can
Yeah.
like very quickly tell a human is standing there because of this clear shadow. But if we didn't have the shadow, I feel like he would feel a bit more less obvious. Yeah.
I mean, I guess if I'm going for realism, then the lighting shouldn't look perfect in every scene, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Okay, this one's kind of cool.
Oh, it's sliding.
It's very sliding.
Flying.
Oh, this is this
Oh, this one is nice.
But the camera move is kind of nice. Yeah. Oh, and then it fires off. It's like,
Yeah, this one is
Sure.
it's nice. It's nice.
but I'll download these and send them into the submission chat so you can maybe use them as reference. I'll also send you the still renders we did. Oh, this one actually does what we wrote. Then moving to the left.
Yeah. This is like exactly this is better than what I had in mind. This looks way more realistic.
I like that the people they come into the foreground, like the person, like the focus on the tank first, and then the person becomes the main subject. That's really cool.
Yeah. Like this, if I were to do that angle, I will follow this reference for sure, instead of the one I had in mind. Because what I had in mind is way too generic, I guess, and this one is more complex but still simple. You know, it shows more.
Is this a little bit more what you had in mind? It's like kind of like passing by?
No, what I had in mind is literally the camera just following them, so you can see them walking slowly and the tank moving and it following them. But this one is, the other one is like, better, where the tank moves faster than the camera, so you can see the people.
Yeah.
So this one is way
really
better.
Cool. Yeah, it feels very cool. Cool. Yeah, I'll send you those in the chat so you can play around with them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna move on to the next one. Do you still have like any kind of questions?
Yeah, I guess what will you look at my original render? Like the part I'm struggling with the most other than the lighting is the ground. If you look at this, what do you think like feels off, or like what could I add? Because right now I have it's a ground with rocks, and then I have a particle system with rocks. I have broken glass. I think dried grass, like burnt grass, and then there's also piles of sands and debris,
Yeah.
and there's puddles. I don't know what else to add. Like I feel like it adds depth every time I add something.
Yeah, it's definitely true. It needs so much detail to like feel realistic. But I think what pulls me out of it feeling realistic at the moment is the difference between the foreground element and the ground, because the foreground element feels almost like from a different biome.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty. It feels like pretty clean rubble, right? Like it doesn't feel like it's in a sandstorm here. Like if you had this rubble here more sandy and some of it maybe like peppered, like going a little bit more into the depth of the floor, I think it would feel more realistic.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I should mess with the textures of whatever is like very obvious on the angle, so it looks old, I guess, because I'm using different models and not all of them are like made for Sandstorm, so you're correct.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I think there's like you could probably build a shader node, shader group that adds kind of like a diffusion, like a sand diffusion on top of all the objects that you get, so that you could just like plug at the back of the shader from the
yeah, I
objects you
could probably
download.
also do like a gradient map, like a gradient, and then just add like sand on the top, and then mess
Yeah,
with the rotations. That will
exactly.
also work.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. Okay, cool. I'll give
Yeah,
you a thumbs
thanks.
up. For sure. All right, I'm gonna check out Android's car
All right.
render here. See, oh, I need to download something. It's probably a video file. I'm also gonna put this reference for realism. Bum. All right, downloading. Oh, that's not it. Retransfers problems downloading that file for some reason. Wait, is this already read? Yeah, yeah. The environment looks super real. Wait, the environment is a image, right?
Yeah, that's an Unreal Engine, actually.
The whole thing?
Oh yeah, the whole thing.
Oh wow! Like with the environment, like the background foreground, I wasn't sure if it's an image or not. I mean, I just said it looks like it looks real to me.
There's everything in an Unreal Engine.
I see. I see. The wheels look also really nice to me. Like maybe a little bit too clean. I guess the whole car looks a bit too clean for me for this environment. But like lighting wise, it looks super realistic in my opinion. Damn, dude. The retransfer just shows me this error here, access denied. I've never seen that before.
Maybe I can just upload it on Drive and then.
Oh wait, now I got it. I just refreshed
okay.
the page.
Okay.
Alright, let's watch it. Okay, that's
I just
interesting.
have 2 shots for now. Yeah.
What's that?
I just have 2 shots for now, which
I
I was
see.
just kind of figuring out.
Yeah, but I find it interesting. Like the environment looks super realistic in still frames, but when it starts moving, you can kind of like see these Unreal Engine artifacts, I guess, with like the depth of field being a bit splodgy, and there's like some aliasing flicker happening.
Anti-aliasing. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this with the? This is probably with the. This is not path traced, right? This is just the
No.
viewport.
This is Lumen, yeah. That's Lumen.
Yeah. I feel like. Yeah, I mean this like digital flickering and reflection flickering, that definitely gives it away that it's CG. Like if, especially this shot, like if you rendered this with path tracing or maybe increase the anti-aliasing and the. Is there a way to increase or like make the depth of field effect more detailed, like without those kind of splotchinesses?
Yeah, there are a couple of like console variable commands for that. Like we can make the motion blur at the depth of field a bit more better. That does take a lot of time to render, but yeah, that makes a good effect on the render.
I see, yeah, because those are the things that definitely pull me out most at the moment, that everything is a little bit flickery and mushy.
Yeah.
The car, yeah, I mean the car, I guess it just looks too clean. especially like in the beginning when it's like out of focus, right? Like this looks really good too, really realistic. I think the windows feel a little off to me, that they're like these like big gray surfaces. Is it like, why
Yeah.
didn't you make them transparent?
Actually, I didn't model the interior of the car. I just modeled the exterior, the wheels, and all the stuff, and didn't do the
see.
interior. So that's why I just
see.
wanted to have a like kind of a tint on it, so you don't see the interior.
See, I mean, it does feel a little strange because of that to me.
Yeah. Maybe in part tracing, I would have got like much better glass reflections. Like Lumen does not give that good ones.
I mean, could you theoretically just like grab the interior of a model, or maybe, I mean, honestly, you could probably just photo scan the interior of any car and place it in there, right? Just to have something behind the reflections.
Yeah, I could do that.
Just like LiDAR scan some car seats, just some things in the car, and just place them in there. Especially
I
if it's
thought you were
just.
about to say. Yeah,
What's
sorry.
that?
I don't know. I thought you were about to say just lighter scan a G-Wagon and just put it in there.
What do you want to do?
I thought you were about to say like just lighter scan a G-Wagon
Oh,
and put it in there.
the whole car, yeah.
Uh,
The cheat code. Yeah, man, no, but honestly, those are the things. I mean, the environment, if you render it with like the correct settings, should look perfect.
Yeah.
Are you planning on adding animation to the car?
Oh yeah, I'm figuring out. I'm like looking for the add-on, the launch control, animate the car in Blender and just import it to Unreal. Because
I see.
animating the cars in Unreal is like a bit too much hectic for me, especially. So I will take out the Blender to Unreal process.
Yeah, man. No, I think just like definitely some more detail on the shaders, make it a bit dirty, showing some like a little bit of the interior through the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it should look pretty nice. Yeah, like definitely keep us updated on your process on this.
Yeah, sure, man.
That's
I'll keep
nice.
it updated.
Do you have any other questions about this? Can I give you feedback on anything else?
I just had doubts about like the car reflections and stuff only. Like for the environment, I know it will be much better on the path tracing. But yeah, the car paint, the wheels, and the reflections on the windshields and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like the shaders and textures on the car already work pretty well. They look pretty good. If there's just more detail in the form of dust or little scratches or whatever, I think it could be there already.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, and maybe even, I mean, something that could be cool to like give it a little bit of personality, right? Like make it feel like people own this car by maybe like having something strapped to the top, maybe, I don't know, like a bike or
Yeah, I could do that. Maybe definitely try that and see how it looks. Yeah.
stickers would also be cool. If like this could also be kind of like a tour car, like giving tourists like a tour through the savannah. So maybe if like people like put stickers on it, like little stickers around the handles, that could also feel pretty nice.
I could try that. Maybe I can just take the car to Substance Painter and put all those decals and stuff in there.
Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, cool, man. Great job so far. Thumbs up.
Thanks,
Let's see. I think we had a visitor before. He was doing. Is it him? Oh yeah, I think it's his. he was doing like low poly art. I wanted to look at his stuff for a moment. Let's see. He's doing all of this on his mobile phone, as far as I know. So that's pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever met a mobile object modeler. Yeah, I mean, the shaping of this tank is really nice. You can definitely tell it from far that it's a tank. Yeah. Well, this looks pretty good. Do we have some more stuff here? Ooh, a robot. Is this his first project? Okay. That's pretty cool. I mean, I didn't even know up to today that you can 3D model on the phone. I mean, I guess you can do everything on the phone now, but yeah, this is not bad. This is some good low poly models. Yeah, it's pretty nice. How was the program called again that he uses? Blockbench. Blockbench. Let me check. Let's check that out. Blockbench app. Ooh, I mean, yeah, this looks pretty advanced. That's super cool. This is a super cool style. So I guess the whole program is made for low poly then, right? Nice. I wonder if those animations are also made directly in the program. Animations, yeah. That's really cool, honestly, yeah. Oh, it's also a web app. Ooh. Okay. Model. Test. Oh, that's pretty cool. We could try this in the New Tool Tuesday next week. Oh no, this week. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ask him if he wants to show this to us. Give us a little walkthrough. Maybe so also having like a powerful mobile 3D modeling tool. It's pretty nice. Yeah. Workbench. I'm just gonna put that here in our chat so people can check it out. I'll do that later. Alright, I think that's everything we had for now. It's definitely all the submissions. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks guys. I'll head out now then. I'll work on some more marketing for for the school. And planning. I'm actually planning a bunch of workshops right now about all kinds of things. I also got a very good suggestions from you guys for workshops that you want to see. So yeah, thank you very much for sending the suggestions, and you'll hear more about them soon. Yeah, and with that, let's conclude the stream for today. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow again for New Tool Tuesday and some Create Together after that.